What a real 1960s home looked like inside. Nothing captures the spirit of the 1960s as vividly as a home preserved intact from that era. Stepping through the door, you'd be greeted by vibrant colors, unconventional patterns, and designs that broke the mold. This was a time when wallpaper could be as intricate as a painting. Electronics were heavy and bulky, and every corner of the house bore a distinct personal touch. Today, we'll step into a typical 1960s living space and discover the familiar items that were present in almost every home. Conversation pits. Stepping into the living room, the first thing that would catch your eye would surely be the conversation pit. This area was the warm heart, the soul of many 1960s homes. Imagine a space lower than the rest of the floor, like a sunken oasis, inviting everyone to gather together. These conversation pits were designed to bring people closer in a way that was both intimate and stylish. They were often lined with plush, luxurious cushions and arranged around a central coffee table or a cozy fireplace. This space encouraged an intimate communal atmosphere, perfect for lively discussions, endless chatter, or simply warm gatherings with family and friends. Unlike today's rigid living room layouts, conversation pits blurred the lines between furniture and architecture. Think of chilly winter evenings with the whole family sitting together in the conversation pit, the warmth from the fireplace spreading, and laughter and secrets shared naturally. Though they gradually lost popularity to make way for open spaces and modular furniture, the return of conversation pits could redefine social spaces. With modern materials and creative ideas, they can offer a warm, vibrant, and engaging option, completely different from traditional living rooms. Pink and colored bathrooms. Continuing the tour to the bathroom, you'd immediately notice a stark difference compared to today's popular neutral tones. In the 1960s, pink and other vibrant colored bathrooms were a symbol of personality and glamour. They transformed ordinary bathrooms into vibrant, stylish spaces, offering a true resort-like feel. Imagine a bathroom drenched in a soothing pastel blue, or a bold, striking avocado green. These spaces were often complemented by matching sinks, bathtubs, and wall tiles. This uniformity created a harmonious and captivating overall look. The queen of this trend was Mamie Eisenhower, the First Lady of the United States, with her famous love for pink. Her affection inspired a generation of homeowners to embrace pink, making it a must-have color in their bathrooms. Mamie Pink was like a statement of femininity, comfort, and a touch of luxury in the most private space of the home. However, over time, these vibrant hues were gradually replaced by neutral, white or beige tones. But as vintage aesthetics make a strong comeback, the appeal of colorful bathrooms is slowly being restored. A modern revival could blend vintage charm with contemporary design, bringing the joy and personality that today's all-white bathrooms often lack. Built-in stereo players. Back in the living room, your eyes would be drawn to a unique piece of furniture, not just for decoration, but serving an important purpose: the built-in stereo system. In the 1960s, stereo players were a way to listen to music and show off style in the home. These players were subtly integrated into sleek wooden cabinets or stylish credenzas. These hi-fi systems blended seamlessly with mid-century decor, making music an integral part of daily life. Whether playing the latest hits from the Beatles or filling the room with smooth jazz melodies, these stereo players brought warmth and a special atmosphere to the living space. Unlike today's digital music streaming, the experience of placing a vinyl record on the turntable and listening to the rich analog sound was an immersive and deliberate one. It was a ritual, a quiet moment to fully enjoy the music. You could open the cabinet and see dozens of LPs stacked, ready to play. Imagine a built-in stereo system in a modern living room, with wireless connectivity but still retaining the classic beauty and warm sound of vinyl. That would be a perfect blend of past and present. Wood paneling. In the 1960s, wood paneling was a prominent feature of cozy and well-designed interiors, adding warmth, texture, and a touch of sophistication to living spaces. Mid-century wood paneling was truly crafted from high-quality, rich materials like walnut, oak, and mahogany. Touching the smooth wooden surface, the natural grain was evident, providing a sense of luxury and durability. Whether covering an entire wall or just used as a decorative accent, they created an inviting, intimate, and personalized atmosphere. In the bedroom, wood paneling provided a warm and secluded feel, perfect for chilly winter nights. They transformed the room into a private, relaxing space where you could leave the worries of the outside world behind. The natural warmth of wood also made the room much friendlier and cozier. Over time, wood paneling was replaced by drywall and simpler paint finishes. However, today, many homeowners are rediscovering the charm of real wood paneling. With the return of rustic and natural design styles, using wood paneling not only brings a timeless aesthetic, but also demonstrates an appreciation for natural materials and craftsmanship. They can add warmth and depth to modern spaces, creating an interesting contrast with minimalist lines. Sunken bathtubs. You'd be surprised by another luxurious and unique design, the sunken bathtub. Sunken bathtubs embodied luxury in 1960s homes, transforming bathrooms into home spa-like retreats. Unlike traditional bathtubs placed above the floor, these were built flush with the floor, creating a seamless modern look that was both sophisticated and relaxing. After a tiring day, you're stepping into an exquisitely tiled bathroom, the tub sunken into the floor like a small inviting pool. They were often surrounded by tile, stone, or even lush greenery, creating a small natural oasis right inside the home. This bathtub offered a deep, utterly relaxing soak experience, while adding elegance to the space. Although they gradually lost popularity over time due to changing design trends and the development of prefabricated tubs, the return of sunken bathtubs could redefine modern bathrooms. With contemporary materials and improved safety features, sunken bathtubs can once again offer homeowners a stylish and serene bathing experience, like a private getaway at home. The combination of unique aesthetics and incredible relaxation makes them one of the most worthwhile features to revive from the 60s. Do you remember the relaxing feeling of soaking in a tub like this, or the intimate conversations in a conversation pit? Share your memories in the comments below. Retro diner kitchens. There was a space that turned every meal into a fun and memorable experience. Retro diner kitchens from the 1960s were marked by bold colors, playful patterns, and a vibrant, welcoming atmosphere. Inspired by classic American diners, these kitchens were a visual feast. You'd see black and white or red and white checkered floor tiles, creating a dynamic and cheerful effect underfoot. Sparkling light from shiny chrome accents on utensils and appliances, reminiscent of jukeboxes or diner stools. The dining area often featured bar-style seating or fixed booths, just like a real diner, inviting everyone to sit down and enjoy a meal. Color was a key highlight, with vibrant reds, bright turquoise, or cheerful lemon yellows appearing everywhere. Kitchen cabinets might be made of sleek wood or laminate surfaces. Appliances often came in soft pastel colors like avocado green or burnt orange. Formica countertops with distinctive patterns also contributed to the playful yet very functional look. You might even see small neon signs adding a diner touch. Interior stone walls. Stepping in here, you'd feel the solidity and raw beauty of nature. Interior stone walls were a prominent feature in many 1960s homes, adding a unique, natural, textured element that brought warmth and character to spaces. Unlike today's smooth, uniform drywall, stone walls provided depth and contrast, making a bold architectural statement. Observe carefully laid river stones or rough slate slabs, or natural rocks of various colors and shapes. These walls were often used in living rooms, entryways, or around fireplaces, creating a rustic yet sophisticated look. They looked quite like a natural work of art, telling a story about materials and humanity's connection to the environment. Light shining on the rough stone surfaces would create interesting shadows that changed throughout the day, bringing vibrancy to the space. In a context where more and more people seek closeness to nature in their living spaces, a stone wall can be a striking focal point, bringing a sense of peace, stability, and a touch of luxurious lodge aesthetic. It's a way to bring the wild beauty of nature into your home, creating a unique and inspiring space. Compact built-in bars. If you loved entertaining and having friends over, you'd be fascinated by the next feature in a 1960s home, the compact built-in bar. Compact built-in bars were an indispensable element of 1960s homes, offering a stylish and convenient space for entertaining. This space would be neatly tucked away in the living room, den, or even the kitchen. They weren't bulky, standalone bar carts. Instead, they blended seamlessly with the home's overall design. These bars often featured a mirrored back, creating a sense of greater space and reflecting the shimmering light from bottles and glassware. Delicate glass shelves displayed beautiful sets of glasses and favorite liquor bottles. Smartly designed storage cabinets held liquor, glasses, and essential cocktail tools. Everything was organized neatly and easily accessible, making home happy hour effortlessly luxurious. As home entertaining trends become increasingly popular, these retro bars are ready for a strong comeback. With modern upgrades like sleek finishes, advanced hidden storage, and even concealed charging stations for steam irons, this retro feature could once again become a must-have for practical and stylish homes. It's an invitation to transform your living space into an ideal destination for intimate parties, where cocktails are expertly crafted and stories are told in a cozy, stylish atmosphere. Patterned linoleum floors. Right under your feet, patterned linoleum flooring brought bold designs and playful colors into kitchens, bathrooms, and entryways. From classic checkerboard patterns to atomic-era swirls or vibrant floral motifs, linoleum was a simple way to express personality in the home. Homeowners loved linoleum for its durability, easy maintenance, and affordability. The shiny linoleum floor withstood the wear and tear of busy family life and was easy to clean, making it an ideal choice for high-traffic areas. However, over time, it was overshadowed by vinyl and ceramic tiles. But now, as vintage aesthetics make a strong comeback and environmentally friendly materials are increasingly favored, modern linoleum, made from natural materials like linseed oil and cork, offers a stylish and sustainable way to revive this retro trend. With modern manufacturing technology, today's linoleum still retains the unique beauty of the past and meets environmental standards, making it a smart choice for homes looking to combine vintage charm with a green lifestyle. Fold-down ironing boards. Moving to the laundry area or a convenient built-in cabinet, you discover a smart and space-saving feature, the fold-down ironing board. Fold-down ironing boards were a smart, space-saving feature in 1960s homes, integrated directly into walls, closets, or kitchen cabinets for easy access. Unlike bulky standalone ironing boards that took up valuable space, these convenient designs could be folded away when not in use, keeping the home neat and organized. You'd simply open a cabinet door, pull out the ironing board, and start ironing, then fold it back neatly and make it disappear. Many of these boards also came with built-in storage compartments for the iron and essential laundry supplies, making household chores more efficient. They were a testament to the practical design thinking of the 60s, where every square foot was utilized to its fullest potential. As compact living and multifunctional spaces become increasingly popular, fold-down ironing boards deserve a comeback. With modern upgrades like sleek finishes, advanced heat-resistant surfaces, and even hidden charging stations for steam irons, this retro feature can once again become a must-have for practical and stylish homes. Among these items, which one was once your family's savior, making life easier? Tell us your story. Built-in planters. Keep an eye out for small corners of the house where nature was cleverly integrated into the architecture. Built-in planters were a prominent feature of 1960s homes, seamlessly incorporating greenery into interior design. They were often incorporated into room dividers, entryways, or even kitchen counters. This not only brought nature indoors, but also enhanced both aesthetics and air quality. Imagine a room divider made of wood or metal, but instead of just a simple wall, it had small niches filled with plants. Or a kitchen counter that extended slightly, forming a charming small planter right next to the food preparation area. Whether it was cascading pothos, unique sculptural snake plants, or vibrant green ferns, they all added an organic, fresh element to the mid-century modern space. It was a way to create a green living space where humans and nature coexisted harmoniously. Over time, these built-in planters were phased out in favor of simpler decorative styles. However, as biophilic design, the trend of bringing nature into living spaces, becomes increasingly popular, built-in planters deserve a revival. If you live in a modern apartment, subtle built-in planters would certainly bring a sense of peace and freshness, like a small garden in the heart of the city. Fondue sets. If you had a dinner party at a 1960s home, you would very likely be invited to a fondue party. Fondue parties were very popular in the late 1960s, and a fondue set was an essential kitchen item. Typically including a pot, a set of forks, and a heating element, this dish was a delicious way to enjoy melted cheese or chocolate. The metal or ceramic fondue pot was always placed on a small burner, with a gentle flame keeping the cheese or chocolate warm and liquid. Everyone would use long, multicolored forks to dip bread, fruit, or meat into the pot. Laughter and chatter would fill the space as everyone enjoyed this unique dish. Bold and patterned wallpaper. Looking up at the walls, you wouldn't be able to take your eyes off the vibrant, bold patterns. Bold and patterned wallpaper was an unmistakable hallmark of 1960s interior design. With sharp geometric shapes and vibrant floral patterns, they adorned walls throughout the house, from living rooms to bedrooms. The walls of this decade were covered with captivating repeating geometric patterns, or large-scale flowers in vibrant, energetic colors. The patterns were like a strong statement, expressing the homeowner's personality and boldness. While today we often prefer monochromatic walls, in the 60s, using wallpaper was a way to add depth, texture, and drama to a space. Bold patterned wallpaper was one of the clearest ways to feel the shift from the 1950s to the 1960s, where freedom and creativity were vividly expressed in home design. The resurgence of wallpaper in recent years shows that we are gradually rediscovering the beauty and transformative power of these bold patterns. Mid-century modern furniture. Moving deeper into the living room, you'd see furniture with elegant and minimalist lines. This was mid-century modern furniture. Sleek and minimalist pieces like Eames chairs, Danish teak sideboards, and bean-shaped coffee tables were popular, defining the modern lifestyle of the time. The Eames lounge chair combined high-quality leather and exquisitely bent wood, offering both maximum comfort and a sophisticated design style like a work of art. Or the teak sideboard with its clean, simple yet refined lines, perfect for displaying favorite decorative items. The bean-shaped coffee table with its organic curves brought softness to the space. These pieces were designed with an emphasis on functionality and aesthetics, giving the room a light, airy feel. They became so popular that they quickly became symbols of a modern lifestyle, emphasizing sophistication, utility, and timeless beauty. Mid-century modern style retains its strong appeal to this day, proving that good design never goes out of style. Colorful upholstery. Sitting down on the sofa in the living room, you'd feel the softness and find yourself immersed in a sea of bright colors. Sofas and armchairs in the 60s were often upholstered in various shades of orange, green, and yellow, accented with wood, bringing vibrancy and personality to the space. The goal of these colors was to both add color to the home and create a sensory experience, injecting energy and joy into the room. The combination with the natural wood frames of mid-century modern furniture created a harmonious contrast between the warmth of the wood and the vibrancy of the upholstery. This was a statement of freedom of expression, of not being afraid to break traditional rules to create a unique space that reflected the homeowner's personality. Unlike today's popular neutral tones, the vibrant upholstery of the 60s was an invitation to fun and optimism. If you could choose one piece of furniture or an architectural feature from this list to bring back into your modern home, what would it be and why? Smoking stands and glass ashtrays. Smoking stands with large ashtrays were often found somewhere in the living room, usually next to the father's favorite armchair. Smoking was a part of most households at the time, but is rare today. A tall stand, made of metal or wood, with a large glass or ceramic ashtray always placed on top. The 60s generation did not see them merely as ashtrays. They were part of a lifestyle, an accepted decorative item in common living spaces. If there wasn't a smoking stand, you might also find a collection of various glass ashtrays placed on coffee tables or side tables. These ashtrays could come in many shapes, sizes, and colors, often made from heavy, sparkling glass or elaborately designed ceramics. They were small, authentic pieces that help us understand the cultural context of the 60s, when everything seemed much simpler. Wooden magazine racks. Next to the sofa or near the coffee table, you'd see a simple but very useful item: the wooden magazine rack. When magazines were published for almost everyone, these wooden racks became convenient places to store the latest publications like Life, Woman's Day, or Boy's Life. Many surely remember the wooden rack with its simple yet elegant design, the slots designed to hold magazines upright and easily accessible. Each magazine was a window into the world of the 60s, from news, fashion, and cooking to entertainment. For boys, Boy's Life was like a companion, with adventure stories, articles about outdoor activities, DIY projects, and scouting tips. It played an important role in shaping the interests and values of boys growing up during this time. The presence of these magazine racks spoke to the reading habits and print media consumption of families back then, a cultural trait different from our digital age. It was a simple item, but it reflected an important part of family life in the 60s. Classic board games. On a Saturday evening, if you visited a 1960s home, you would very likely witness the whole family gathered around a table, engrossed in a game. Family game night was a popular pastime and often a weekly event. Classic board games such as Monopoly, Clue, Risk, and the Game of Life were often found in cabinets or stacked on bookshelves, ready to be played and enjoyed. The room on a weekend evening was always filled with the sounds of moving game pieces, dice clattering, and joyful laughter when a player won or encountered an unexpected twist. The Game of Life, whose modern version was released in 1960, was especially popular. It gave young people a glimpse into their future, while also providing some insight into unexpected obstacles that might arise. This game taught that winning the game of life meant ending up with the most money and retiring to millionaire estates. They created unforgettable family memories where everyone learned, competed, and had fun together. In an era before widespread digital screens, board games were at the center of family entertainment, encouraging direct interaction and bonding. Large console televisions. In the 1960s, televisions became increasingly common in households, becoming the focal point of many living rooms. Many homes had large console televisions, often housed in wooden cabinets with integrated speakers and storage space. This was a large, sturdy wooden cabinet with the TV screen placed in the center, looking like a luxurious piece of furniture. Below or to the sides of the screen were integrated speaker systems, providing vibrant sound for TV shows and movies. There might even be storage space inside the cabinet for other items. This TV was considered a power hub in the living room, where the whole family gathered to watch news, entertainment programs, and favorite movies. The large TV screen, often protected by a glass panel, was a window to the outside world. It was a symbol of modern convenience and an indispensable part of daily American life at the time. Although today's TVs are thinner and wall-mounted, these large console TVs still carry a classic beauty and nostalgia for an era when the TV was a valuable piece of furniture. Tiki-inspired decor. Another unique decorating trend of the 60s was the fascination with Polynesian culture. The fascination with Polynesian culture in the 1960s led to many homes featuring tiki-inspired decor. You might walk into a corner of the house dedicated to a small tiki bar, bamboo furniture, or colorful tiki glasses. Someone might even transform their living room into a small tropical oasis with exquisitely carved wooden tiki statues, bamboo lanterns, and grass mats. The small tiki bar could be decorated with tiki-shaped mugs featuring funny tribal faces, ready for tropical cocktails. Bamboo or rattan furniture gave a light, relaxed feel of a distant island. This trend reflected Americans' interest in exotic cultures and the desire to bring a bit of a vacation atmosphere into their own homes. It was a symbol of optimism, freedom, and the desire for adventure of the 60s. Shiny chrome kitchen items. Back in the kitchen, you couldn't help but notice the sparkle of items on the counter. On kitchen counters, everything seemed to be finished in shiny chrome. Toasters, stand mixers, percolator coffee makers, and canister sets were all made of shiny chrome, making a statement. Imagine the light reflecting off the gleaming chrome surface of the toaster, or the stand mixer with its powerful, sturdy design. The chrome percolator coffee maker produced delicious coffee drops, while the canister set was also made of the same material, creating a harmonious and modern overall look. Chrome brought not only a shiny beauty, but also symbolized progress and hygiene in the kitchen. It was a symbol of modernity and convenience in home appliances. Although many other materials are used today, the timeless beauty of chrome is still loved by many. These items helped create a kitchen that was both functional and stylish. Wall-mounted rotary telephones. In the 1960s kitchen, another essential item you would surely find was the wall-mounted rotary telephone. These telephones became more modern in the 1960s. You could find them mounted on the kitchen wall, and they often came in colors that matched the kitchen's interior. Remember those days when Mom was busy in the kitchen, cooking while the phone rang, and having to reach for the phone mounted on the wall to dial each number on the rotary dial? The characteristic clack-clack sound of the rotary dial was a familiar sound in every home. These phones often came in various colors, from green, light pink, to yellow, matching the tones of the wall tiles or Formica countertops. Having a phone in the kitchen was quite common because this was where much of the day was spent. The housewife could cook while chatting with friends or family. They were Western Electric 500 telephones, known for their durability and beautiful design. They became widely popular in homes and offices across the country, and this popularity lasted until the 1980s. If not for the advent of wireless technology, we might still be using these reliable Western Electric 500s. Melamine dishes and Tupperware. In kitchen cabinets and on dining tables, you would see the presence of two items that revolutionized daily life: melamine dishes and Tupperware. Melamine was a practical and often colorful choice for everyday dining in the 1960s. These durable, lightweight plates, bowls, and cups often featured various patterns, from floral to country style or vibrant colors. Thanks to it, family meals were worry-free if children dropped them. They were easy to wash and durable, making them ideal for busy families. Alongside that, Tupperware became extremely popular during this time, revolutionizing food storage. These airtight containers were often displayed in kitchen cabinets or on counters, in fairly standard colors like burnt orange or avocado green. Who could forget the special lids that kept food tightly sealed? Tupperware not only helped keep food fresh longer, but also efficiently organized refrigerators and pantries. Lattice room dividers. Do you remember a wooden divider with evenly spaced small squares or soft curving lines separating the living room from the dining room? Lattice room dividers offered a way to divide spaces without completely closing them off. Made from wood, metal, or even acrylic, these airy dividers featured geometric or organic patterns, adding visual interest while maintaining an open and airy feel. They were often used in living rooms, dining areas, and entryways to define spaces without sacrificing natural light or airflow. Light could pass through the lattice openings, creating interesting patterns of light and shadow on the floor and walls. These dividers offered a degree of privacy without losing the sense of connection between rooms. You could use them to create a private workspace in a studio apartment, or to create a gentle separation between common living and dining areas. They were a flexible design solution, offering both functionality and aesthetic beauty for those who preferred minimalist living spaces. Electric blankets. As night fell and the weather turned cold, especially in 1960s, homes with heating and insulation not quite like today, there was one item that became a true savior: the electric blanket. Electric blankets were an essential item for cold nights, especially when home heating and insulation were not like today. Remember the feeling of being curled up in a warm blanket, able to plug it into the wall and radiate warmth while you slept so warmly? These blankets from Northern Electric or GE with temperature controls helped keep you warm and comfortable all night. They were the perfect solution to combat the cold, ensuring a good and cozy night's sleep. The blanket was usually queen or full size, covered with a patterned sheet. For many, the electric blanket was a cherished Christmas gift, providing unparalleled comfort. This useful item brings back childhood memories for many of warm winter nights in the embrace of family. The convenience and instant warmth of electric blankets made them an indispensable item in every 1960s household to create a more comfortable living space. What else do you remember from 1960s homes that we missed? Share your story, and let's reminisce together about a bygone era. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Back to Yesterday to discover more beautiful memories from the past. Thank you for watching until now. See you on the next journey.